actually one of the benefits of having a chatbot on your website is also like learning from these people. Like all the conversations, like when you read them, you learn a lot from those conversations. So basically, like you have this chance to get these leads, to be able to get back to them later, and that's why we wanted to feature, the lead generation chatbots today, and we have a lot of cool products.
Hi, my name is Dimitri Panici, and I'm a content creator, agency owner, and AI enthusiast. You're listening to the AI Agents Podcast, brought to you by Jotform, and featuring our very own CEO and founder, Ida Tank. This is the show where artificial intelligence meets innovation, productivity, and the tools shaping the future of work. Enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of the AI Agents Podcast. My name is Dimitri, and I'm here again with Ida today, and we're going to chat through one of the most interesting categories, I think, of AI chatbots and agents: lead generation AI agents. How you doing, Idakin?
Hey, Dimitri, how are you doing? Yeah, so it's been a while since we launched out from AI agents, and people have been using it. And so one of the things that we see a lot is they actually use it a lot for lead generation. And I think, like, if you think about it, you have a website, and on your website, if you don't have like this chatbot ready to help people, it's kind of similar to having this, basically having this store where you have no help. Like, people are entering this store and there's no one to help, and they have no idea, like, what kind of product this store has, like what kind of, where they should find these things. Like, they cannot get answers to their question, and they just leave. And that's happening maybe hundreds of times every day on your website. People are coming to your website, they are having trouble, they cannot find something, and then they leave. You lose them, you lose them forever. And what we are finding is that, like, when people put chatbots on their website, they're just finding that it has these visitors. Like, people have questions, like they have questions about the products. They want to search the website. They want to navigate the website. They want to find their way. Um, and they basically want to learn about the products, like all the things that are available. And one thing that one of the benefits of having a chatbot on your website is also like learning from these people. Like all the conversations, like when you read them, you learn a lot from those conversations. So basically, like, you have this chance to get these leads, like to be able to get back to them later. And that's why we wanted to feature, the lead generation chatbots today, and we have a lot of cool products.
Yeah, really excited to do this. I think it's really important more than ever in 2025 to realize that while it's super amazing what you can do on like an individual level for selling and getting leads, like AI is kind of at the forefront of helping you do this much more effectively. So we're going to show a couple of different types of tools. I have some ones I'm actively using, so I think they'll be good examples, and Idakin has some other ones that we found to be useful tools. So let's dive right into it.
Yeah. How about I go first?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna show Jotform AI just one more time.
I
I'm
don't know
not
if you've
giving.
heard of this tool. It's made by a
Yeah,
certain company, maybe us.
yeah. So for lead generation, this is one of the great products that you could use today, and it's available for free. So let's go ahead and create an agent. And I kind of did similar demo when we were actually doing some other topic. I will just give the same example. Oh, just I'm gonna copy this. Yeah, an appointment chatbot for my home cleaning company. So this is my example. I'm gonna create my agent so that it can help users. So yeah, I created my agent, but I want to change the look and feel a little bit. Maybe more about, like, home cleaning. Let's see if we can find something. more suitable. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I actually picked this one previously as well. So we'll just use the same one. Um, yeah, it looks better. So right, it can take appointments. And I'm gonna share my website. Basically, I created a website that I'm gonna share. I created my website on Weebly. I'm gonna share that again. Yeah, I basically picked one of the templates from Weebly, and yeah, I want to select most of the pages. It looks good. So this is actually like learning by
Mm-hmm.
crawling the websites. So while it's doing its job, let's take a look at all the options we have. We can use it as a chatbot, and we can use it as a voice agent. We can get a phone number for it. Yeah, it looks like crawling is also completed. We can use it as a text agent, WhatsApp, Messenger, all kinds of. And yeah, we can also publish this on our website. I did this before the call, and here's what it looks like. And so basically, this is my website, and yeah, I took from a Webflow template, but basically, this is what it looks like. I'm Clara, AI agent cleaning consultant. How can I help you? Yeah, I want to set up an appointment. And if there was no like this, like I had like this, like I would have to go to like the contact form, right? I think this is easier than to going to a contact form, set up an appointment. And yeah, tomorrow 9 a.m. Let's see, and this product can actually basically integrate with tools. So one of the tools is like if you are using Outlook Calendar, you can use that. Or if you are using Google Calendar, you can basically connect it with your Google Calendar so that it will know like all the available times, and it will be able to tell users if that time is available. So it tells me that yeah, appointment slot is available, and I will confirm. Okay, so I confirmed. It's asking for name. It remembered from the previous session my full name. Yes. Yes, it also remembered my email address. That's a great thing. Let's give an email phone number. Okay. Looks like a demo issue. Try again. Uh, try again. I'll ask you to try again. Prefer that your phone number. Let me, yeah, tomorrow, 9 a.m. Okay, looks like it's already scheduled, so that's good. No, thanks. Yeah, basically, this is what it looks like with Jotform AI agents. Over to you. What do you have next?
Nice. All right, so let's dive into the first one here. So there is a lot of different noise going on around the kind of like call capabilities of AI, right? And this is a tool that's pretty cool in this category. You'll see that they have a fair amount of things going on here. So the goal of this is essentially you can train an AI agent in regards to kind of what you are able to do, test it out, and then make it go live. And what does live mean in this context? So imagine a conversation that is had with an AI agent that is focused primarily on phone communication. So a lot of you guys probably in the world of sales are familiar with the fact that kind of immediately when you get somebody interested in your product and they show that interest, what you want to do is make sure that you follow up with them, because the longer the lead time, the longer that it's going to take is not a good thing, right? You want it to be a short lead time between their interest shown and the execution taken in order for you to get on a call with them and discuss with them so you can sell them. If there's like an extreme negative correlation, like as time goes on, if somebody, for example, submits a lead form on your website and then it takes more than, that same day, the likelihood that they are going to then book a call with you after that is very, very minimal. So what does one inbox do? It bridges that gap. It bridges that gap to the point to where you essentially can have an AI agent do something like this. I'll show you real quick. It can call that person who submitted their phone number like immediately.
Hi there. Welcome to our restaurant. This is Adrian, your friendly receptionist. How can I assist you today? Are you looking to make a reservation or perhaps place an order?
Hey, I'm looking for a table reservation.
Great. I'd be happy to help you with that. Could you please tell me your preferred date and time for the reservation? And how many people will be joining you?
With me, there would be two more families with two children.
Uh-huh.
I think there would be 4 or 5 people more. It can be like we would be joining after 5 p.m. in the evening.
Okay. Got it. So you're looking to reserve a table for about 7 people after 5 p.m. Just to confirm, what date are you planning to come in?
I think we would be coming on Friday next week.
Perfect. So that would be Friday, October 4th after 5 p.m. for 7 people. Let me confirm that for you. Your reservation is set for Friday, October 4th at 5 p.m. for 7 people. We're looking forward to assisting you. Is there anything else
So obviously this is an example of how to use that for a specific use case, but I'm going to show you a suite of tools, and why I'm showing this one first is it probably will come more into the forefront as I show you more tools later, as I'm building out some my own sales processes and think they're useful. So getting into the tool itself, it works pretty similar to what you'd see with other tools, right? Like you have the ability to give it a massive prompt and guidelines and rails. Like Susan AI is a template that she had, or that it had at the beginning, and essentially it's for agencies. It's able to track your average talk time and analytics. It's able to send calls, send texts. Like for example, let me pull out my phone real quick. And what I'm going to do here is I can add an info base. I can call it like my company or as productive. For example, sorry, I have to pay more money for that. So you, in this regard, from a payment standpoint, just to show you pricing, it starts off for free and you are able to use it. But then you get charged like per minute, you get charged per info base, you get charged per agent. And then those per thing, like voice charges, for example, get reduced when you start paying on the plan and you have an increased number of agents and you have included info bases and stuff. So an info base is similar to what a knowledge base would be, right? So you'd have the ability to interact with this agent and talk to it. Now, I can test it right now either by chat or by web call. So,
hi there. Thanks for calling New Age Agency. This is Susan. How can I assist you today?
Hey, Susan. I was wondering whether I was able to chat with the agency in order to learn a little bit more about what they do for their services.
Absolutely. PO services tailored to meet various needs. Are you looking for something specific, or would you like a general overview of our services?
General overview would be fine, but I'd really like to just be able to chat with somebody specifically on the team.
Okay. Got it. So for a general overview, we provide services like IT support, software development, customer service outsourcing, and more. As for chatting with someone from the team, I can help set up a time for you to speak with one of our specialists. Would you like to schedule an appointment? If so, when would work best for you?
Absolutely. Can we do it like next Tuesday?
Sure. Next Tuesday works. What time would you prefer for the appointment?
2 p.m.
Great. I've got you down for next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Can I get your name and a contact number to confirm the appointment?
Yeah, it would be, and then I would say my name and yeah. So I could go through that process. And now imagine that agent, right, called you after you filled out a form rather than, and obviously you can put a delay in there. Say, for example, someone fills out a form, and if they don't book a discovery call in the next 10 minutes, you would just call them. Same goes with chat, right? This is the same kind of situation. I could type within here as an example, but point being, you could also use utilizing this AI and utilizing some clever automation, have it auto send a text afterwards, after you like send that out, right? So that it really does a great job of following up and increasing the speed at which you're getting people to interact with your company, and therefore decreasing the likelihood that they don't follow up after submitting a lead form to booking a call.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead with the next one. Yeah. So chat sales is another like chatbot for your website, and it says double your leads with all lead gen chatbots on their website. And basically, we can see an example here. And right, this is their website. Okay, so when I actually started using that, I gave my website. And what was really cool was basically it just looked at my website with using AI and learned from it, and it actually created this like conversation, like questions and answers for me, like this, so that like the kind of chat actually has like this, all these questions in order, and um, and I can show you what it looks like. What cleaning services are you looking for? Like home cleaning, and that now it's asking for my name. Yeah, home deep cleaning. Okay. Okay. Looks like we are in. Hopefully, we are not into a loop. Okay. Looks like we just went into a loop. When I first tried it, was actually it didn't actually go into loop, and it was actually doing all these well. Maybe we can just try it here. Um, home. Okay. So basically, I think what's happened was it actually missed these options there. So I will just select residential, full name. How often do you require cleaning services? Just one this time. Yeah, and then I have this demo email address that I use because they send like huge number of emails. Like we are probably guilty. Like we also send these onboarding emails. So it's 555 555 5555. All right. Yeah, that's it. So basically, and I didn't have to type these questions. That's the cool part. Just read the website. The AI actually read the website and created this, and I can always go and customize this. And it doesn't have like too much AI in this. I don't know. Like I will try um, to see if it can actually answer random questions as well. Like what's home refresh? Right. Let's ask this. What is home refresh? Okay, looks like it's just a regular, like a regular chatbot, more like the older type, like static that can only go like one way, and it doesn't really do AI to kind of, even though I see this knowledge base here, maybe it's just creating form by that. but basically it just answers us these questions that are generated with AI. So that's also good. And yeah, this was Chat Sale IO.
Nice. Okay. So what we can get into now here is kind of the next step of what I wanted to dive into, which is another tool that's pretty interesting from a reach out standpoint. So for those of you that are unaware, there are tools out there that can essentially create for you workflows that are AI increased. So this is essentially a tool where their tagline is warm leads every day. The goal of this tool is a all-in-one lead extraction, lead enrichment, and outreach tool. It's pretty amazing what it can do, and it started all with essentially a AI-enhanced kind of like web scraper. And what it does is it integrates different tools into workflows and general solutions. So you can see some of these workflows are just basically compiling some of the different tools it has together, and probably shows good examples. So I was able to make some workflows myself, which were pretty cool. But you can kind of make it now inside the platform without needing to necessarily use like make.com and different automation tools, because I was doing that. But for example, it can do things like extract leads from specific LinkedIn posts. Say people are engaging with people you follow, and you know that that person has a good following, or even your own LinkedIn posts, then you can send connection requests to that person and then send a follow-up message, right? So this is a sort of like in between scraping and AI and I'd say also automation, kind of all wrapped into one. Some example workflows you'll see is engage with likers and commenters. So for example, I don't know if you guys do your own posting on LinkedIn, for example, but I think Ideken, you post on your own LinkedIn, right? Like
yeah, I do.
Okay. So this is a pretty cool tool. Basically what it can do is it can find the different people that, are interacting with your LinkedIn. You can define a target audience based off these people, and then you can actually have it invite them and send a message saying like, hey, appreciate you for spending the time to interact with my LinkedIn post. I think it'd be really cool if we connected, that kind of stuff. And for me, it's actually working in a couple of ways. I'm using it for, if we go to the dashboard here, I have a cold outreach set up here where I'm essentially going in and using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So what this does is it takes a specific view in LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I'll show you the settings real quick. But this view in Sales Navigator, if I go to that view, is essentially companies that contain different levels of, I guess it would be, current companies include AI, IO, and SO, right? Like kind of AI companies, chief executive officers, founders, owners, CMOs. And then they also meet the categories of different industries, right? So what this tool does is, unlike you having to manually go through and try to connect with these people on LinkedIn, I've set up a sequence where it starts with, okay, we're doing the LinkedIn outreach by taking this Sales Navigator, exporting it. Then after that, I am inviting people to connect on LinkedIn. And then I have my own automation running that kind of like writes up different things to send them. And you actually yourself can create messages to people and enrich data and engage with leads. So for example, if I go to the lead solutions here, because I kind of want to have a little bit of a personal touch still regarding like reaching out to people. But what you can do is you can enrich data by taking the different contacts that you're finding on LinkedIn, connecting it to things like your HubSpot account, which in a lot of cases is people's CRM, tracking people's job changes, you can also engage with them directly by sending them different follow-up requests after you connect with them, like literally sending them a message. So it's pretty incredible. And then on the back end, what you can do is I have something running so it checks for me in Notion, like I have this little database that tracks, okay, who is necessarily connecting with me. And then once they connect with me, I just manually go in and then do some write-ups of like, okay, I think this would be a good first message. But I set up like a deep research with Perplexity. So it like looks up the person, it looks up their company, gives me a little bit of a breakdown of what they do so that it's a better initial conversation. Because a lot of the times it's kind of difficult to just like cold message somebody without knowing anything about them. So I can show you that view really quick, but it's kind of cool. Have you ever seen any type of tool like this?
Not really. I haven't used a tool like no.
Gotcha. Okay. Like for example, this is essentially all the different people. Like this is crazy because I only launched this like a week ago, right? For context, I only launched this like like 1.5 weeks ago. Okay. And we have connected with a total of 55 people, right? So there's like 55 people here that have connected via the reach out. Like they're fully 100% connected to me on LinkedIn from this. And then if you go to completed, these are people who have like the process of trying to reach out to them and getting in a call, that kind of thing is completed. Like if I pull up
You know
Evan
what?
here,
I just looked at my LinkedIn and I discovered we haven't connected yet. So I'm just
no
gonna
way. Are
connect
you serious? We aren't connected on
Yeah.
LinkedIn? Okay, that's actually
I'm
hilarious.
actually connecting you now. Wow. All right.
You're thinking about it. You're like, do I even?
Let's see if it's
Oh, and
gonna.
you know what's crazy?
My
You're probably
domain
going to
doesn't
get
have.
this. Now,
Domain
you're probably
doesn't
going
have.
to get an automate. You're going to probably get an automation here, but I'm gaining followers on my company's website too,
Mhm.
because I
Yeah.
actually have a fandom buster that automatically asks people who have connected with me
Mhm.
at certain times of the day, please follow my company page, right? So
Okay.
I've set that up too. So it's pretty cool. But like for example, all of these guys, we've sent out different messages to them, and I'm kind of like going through and tracking this. So for example, this company or this Jonathan fella is already researched. You'll see if I pull it up for you.
Mhm.
There's some research that's done.
I haven't received a like.
It's an automated thing that happens at certain times of the day. It's
Okay.
not like
Yeah.
It's not like
And it's also like you were
immediate.
looking for domain names like dot IA dot .io things like that.
.ai and .io.
Maybe
Yeah.
this will not catch me. Yeah. Who knows?
No, it actually. So that one's different. That one automatically
Oh.
just sends it to anybody who is
Oh. Connection.
anybody
Okay.
who connects with me, right? So
All right.
anybody who connects with me in general. So yeah, all this is to say it's really cool. You can do it does research. And for example, there is going to be some messages that you'll see that are based off of research that I was able to utilize, like initial research and message, and that does the research for the person that's helping me out with this. So it's kind of my own janked up workflow, but it does work for me. And we've made connection with over 65, 70 people, and it's only been going for like a week and a half. So it's another really cool tool. It has so many capabilities, so many integrations. Another really cool one that I think is Google. If you're a like localized business where you want to like do outreach to people in your area, you can do a Google Maps search export and get contact data of the people in the area and do these things. So it's really, really robust and awesome. I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of it.
Yeah, that's really cool. All right, let me go with my end. So the next tool that I'm going to cover is called Boy. I don't know how it's said, probably Boy. But basically, what I really liked about it is it has 50 plus ways to capture lists. It has 50 ways to capture lists. And the way they do that is basically when you create this widget, you can add all kinds of options to it. It's not just AI chatbot. You could put like an FAQ widget. You could put your YouTube channel. And from their homepage, I can show an example here. Here on their homepage, like this, they say like this is boy. They have a message. They have this button, see boy on your site. They have the chat bot option, contact form option, WhatsApp contact option, FAQ option. So basically, they are showcasing their chat widget here. So I basically created this widget to use it, and I put it on the web page as always. And right with the AI chatbot assistant, I provided the URL for the web page, so I should be able to have a conversation with it. Basically, it looked at my website. It actually created these options: book a cleaning, pricing, service areas, customer support, special offers. So yeah, I'm just gonna book a cleaning. Let's see how it will go. Standard cleaning. Let's go with deep cleaning. Yeah, I need some deep cleaning. All right. Wow, that it provides the details, learns from the web page and provides. And maybe I don't know if it can do the appointments. Let's see if it can do an appointment for me. Um, so yeah, it looks like it can do it. Like it's asking for my email address. Okay, so it says someone will contact me. So right, this conversation probably now it's coming to my inbox, even if it looks, yeah, the customer expressed interest in booking a cleaning service. I think this is the one. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the conversation. The customer interested in booking a lead. Yeah, maybe it was earlier. I don't know. I'm not sure because it doesn't include the email address. Yeah, maybe it hasn't arrived yet. It will arrive soon. But basically, these are great options, like being able to put things like this, like a schedule meeting options here. And this opens like a Calendly right here. And I guess this is the founder's Calendly. It asks for, I just used the default one here. I didn't put my Calendly. But yeah, the contact form. So yeah, this actually gives you lots of options here to be able to put on your website so that you can get more leads. And if someone doesn't want to talk to chatbot, they can fill out a form, or they can just directly schedule a cleaning. Yeah, back to you.
All right. So that brings me to the next one on my list, which is Clay. So Clay is a tool that's been around for about, I think actually it's one of the longer standing tools on this list. It's essentially, I'll share my screen. It's essentially a go-to-market data tool. So it has access to 130 premium data sources and is go-to-market's most beloved AI research agent. You have the ability to do a lot of stuff here. It's very, very much integrated with a bunch of different tools. For example, what it can do is it can find data like no other. So if you want to find emails, you want to find LinkedIn profiles, all these different things, you have the ability to utilize so many different tools out there that you can find funding information and all that type of stuff. So this last example I'll go into is kind of like a two-parter. It kind of shows how with Clay, what you can do is you can aggregate information. There's actually a cool AI builder. So if I go into, let's go to here, let's press new workbook. What you'll see is there's the ability to kind of either use a template or do it yourself. So let's do add a source. Let's do find people. And you can do it from an external list. Like for example, I use a tool, right? but we can have it showcase the capabilities by have it searching things up. You can pick company attributes, like how many people are in the company. You can do like software development, for example, since I care about that. Mobile computing software products. You can exclude industries. You can exclude things like agencies, because I don't really want agencies. I just kind of want tools that are for consumers. Job titles, you can find owners, partner, C-suite, VP, director, head, head, and then job functions. You can do like marketing, for example, and include specific job titles. It gets really deep in here. Then I can also add experience, a lot of different components, right? Like we're talking a huge amount of different components. We can focus on English speaking, then press preview people. Now this will pull up a list of people, which then you can enrich. And the enrichment, I would say, is the main capability here. So continue for free. There we go. So as you can see, it found a list of people, right? Which is awesome. But the real crux of the information here that's awesome is obviously it auto found their LinkedIn profile, found their company domain, things like that. But with enrichment, what you can do is you can, with AI and integrations, enrich and do a lot of different things. You can have it write sales emails. You can have it generate avatar videos. You could have it generate images. You can have it deep research with Perplexity. You could have it do text to speech with 11 Labs. It's incredible. You can extract fields from different components. So for example, if I wanted to like write a sales email, right? I could pick what account it would come from, and it would use some credits from the account. So
it feels like a game with all these coins. Like you're using
I
all
know
these
it
coins.
is. It does do that, and it's kind of funny that it does that. And what you can do is you can take the different like fields here and have it write that sales email based off of the different fields. So, if I type / I could grab any of the different fields. So prospect information. So it kind of layers on each other. If I learn and find things about the company, like let's do one of those AI options to get more context. I could, let's do browse templates. And by the way, there are an incredible amount of templates the community has made where it's essentially doing things like finding the customers of the company, finding whether it is or isn't a SaaS company. These templates are essentially community driven and what are working for people. So let's think what we can do. Public company customers. That's an interesting one. Let's find the company customers. You can change the AI model you want to use, right? You don't have to use OpenAI. You can use Perplexity. You could use Anthropic, whatever it is, right? So we can do 4.1. It's the world is kind of your oyster in this situation, right? There's also this thing called Claygent, which is like the AI agent from Clay, the tool. Like they have their own AI agent that they've made. So I can press save here. I could run it on 10-ish rows, right? And then let's show you what it would do.
I saw that on their homepage they were saying something like "Run, Cligent, run."
Yeah, exactly. And I get about 10,000 tokens per month with
They're
this
really
plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then after I get the customer names, what I can do is, for example, once again, I can do add another enrichment option, and I could say, let's write some sales emails. And I could say, I want to write a sales agent that factors in with their ICP, the customer names that they have, right? Or, as you can see through all of this, this is kind of putting you in a position to say, hey, you should probably get all of this info in here and then make the sales email, right? So if I press this, press save, right? I want to run it on 10 rows, for example, and can write these sales emails for me. And when it writes that sales email for you, what's crazy is this tool is so well integrated. Like, look, hi, I saw your background and thought you might want a smoother way to solve everyday business challenges. We help teams cut wasted time with simple tools that fit right into your daily workflows. Is this sort of solution that you would want? Now, you see this column, right? Write sales email. That's just one component. Like, you can do this for its entirety, or you can break this research into chunks. And the other tool that I use is called Instantly. And this is a tool that has the capability, so I could be like Clay test campaign. It has the ability to import leads from a CSV, or obviously there's APIs, so I could have it automatically do this, right? Imagine I upload this table from Clay that has these emails or different columns, and inside of this campaign, I can create sequences that have variables, and those variables would line up, right, with the columns. So I could write a completely enriched email that is personal to each and every lead. It's crazy.
You are definitely a no-code wizard, man.
I try.
Yeah.
And I haven't even fully, it's funny because I actually just got this week, so I haven't like really like done it yet, but I'm just pumped. So I'm glad I got to show the audience here because it's incredible. Yeah. So you take the variables. There's also AI tools that allow that inside of Instantly itself. You don't have to use Clay, but it can do writer. It can like write sequences and stuff like that. So it's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's incredible. I'm so amped about AI tools in 2025, and every single thing I look into, it makes me feel like you and I and the world that's paying attention to it is just, it's pretty far ahead of, like, I don't know, have you run into people in the everyday world? I just feel like in the everyday world, people are not as aware, but we're probably in a bubble. So I don't know. It's hard to go through life and not notice these things that I feel like others aren't paying attention to.
Oh yeah, definitely. We are definitely in a bubble. But the bubble is growing. So
Yeah, that's a good point. It's growing.
always like that, like the new technologies. Some people live in the future. Some people, they live in the past, and then gradually, the more and more people live in the future. Live in, it becomes the present, basically.
Dang.
Yeah, I think Clay was cool. I really like that, like the coins. Like it
Mm-hmm.
actually makes you feel like it really gamifies the product. Like you feel like you feel like you want to optimize your coins. Like maybe optimize things. Maybe don't do these things, or maybe it feels good to like use those coins because you will lose them right at the end of the month. You get coins every
Mm-hmm.
month, right? That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, so you want to use those coins as well. Like so, I really found it really cool that those ideas. The last product that I'm gonna feature is Bot Penguin. Um,
Bot.
Bot Penguin. Basically, yeah, it's another like chatbot, and it has AI features. It has regular chat features, static chatbot features, like you can create all these maps and just create your workflows into the chat as well. And like they have the WhatsApp, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, website, and MS Teams options that you can use. And yeah, I did it, and and this also is a good example that I also used it on this website. I had some trouble, but yeah, it's probably better to show this one. And basically, I can schedule a demo, and I can click on these links as well. Let's schedule a demo for my business, and book it goes into the book now section. it basically opened the Calendly inside this. I didn't know you could open like this, make Calendly look like this, but they made it look like that. And I can just pick a time, and probably too early. Let's just pick a regular time, and then just I will enter my information and book my appointment. And yeah, so, and how was my experience? Yeah, it was good. And internally, the tool is pretty no code. You can add these questions, you can customize. You can add the AI agent inside it, connected to your ChatGPT API key, and then it will also function
Yeah.
as an AI agent or a chatbot. But you can also make it work like a regular chatbot, and like you can look at the conversations here, just read them here, and yeah, it's just your regular chatbot, and that's pretty much it from me today. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, at the end of the day, leads are big, right? Like we're trying, obviously, with the AI Agents podcast to share about the world that the bubble that we're in, and getting you guys to live in that bubble to make the bubble bigger. But we're also obviously trying to grow the AI agents that we are selling at Jotform. And we just wanted to show you this because leads are hard to come by. But honestly, if you get on the train with some of these tools, I think you're going to be put in a much better position than the rest of the people in your bubble that may not know about these tools. They really are helpful. I think they're incredible. And the big thing is time savings, and not only time savings, but like even people who are in sales roles, I don't think do as good of a job of not even quickly, but in general, aggregating information about companies, reaching out to companies, all the things that you'd imagine a sales rep did previously. Imagine more and better. That's the type of stuff that we're seeing, honestly, in what we have in 2025 with sales and lead agents.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about growing your business. How can you grow your business? How can you have more leads and more customers? And if you have a website, and if people are visiting your website, and most of them are just visiting your website and they're leaving, and you don't get their opinions, you don't get their questions, you don't get the opportunity to answer them. But with the chatbot on your website, you're able to like have an option to connect with them, and with the AI, the capabilities are improving every day, and I think it's just going to be so much better in time. And I think if you have a website, you should definitely. And this is not limited to websites, right? As Dimitri has shown, you could do this on LinkedIn. You could do this in local. You could do it on your, social media. Whenever they connect with you, they show interest. You can use one of these AI chatbots to be able to get back to them quickly. And time is important because like they're excited about your company. They're just maybe looking at your social media, right? And then if you can connect them right there, if you can start having that conversation right there, you might turn that person into a lead. But if you get back to them manually a day from that, they probably moved on. They are probably not interested in anymore. Like they don't have that excitement. So I think time is money. Like quick response is very important when you're trying to create leads and growing your business.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aidekin, I appreciate you for spending the time with me, and everyone else for listening to this episode of the AI Agents podcast. Please make sure to hit that like button on YouTube, follow on all your podcast platforms, subscribe on YouTube as well. And we want to thank you. We had the biggest month we've had in the history of the podcast in this last month, and May is off to a hot start too. So if you're watching this, know that you're a part of a community that is growing, and we're really happy to have you here. That being said, thanks for listening to this episode of the AI Agents podcast, and we'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you the next time.